if you are a salesperson, it is a given that you are going to carry heavy accountability with you, and that's not something we can change. Like that's the job. How do we make it not toxic? How do we make it something, right? Great question. So first of all, making sure people understand the why of the targets, like how did we get there? Like why is that the target? Those sorts of things. Making the person feel like it's doable. So if you can't brainstorm with them about, okay, so if our growth has to be 15% over last year, we need to have a conversation about where that might be possible. Where do we see it? So when I'm working with a company in Silicon Valley right now, and they have this huge sales target that's way bigger. So we literally just started a list and said, let's just blue sky it. And we ended up getting to about 140% of the target with potential things. And then they're just like, oh, I can see it now. So using visualization is really critical. Let's talk about what would be the big boulders in getting toward that goal. What would be some nice rocks that if we could get that one, it's not huge, but right? And then what's the sand that we're going to fill in the jar with? What's the stuff we just have to, these small wins? And so as people can start to visualize that it's doable, making it safe to struggle. So having the conversation frequently, not in like last month of Q3, so not going to make it again, right? But having the conversation last month of Q1 around, okay, where are we at? Where are we struggling? What else could we do? Like all of those things to say, this is a big, lofty goal. It weighs on all of us. How do we visualize ways in which it might be possible? How do we brainstorm together about what we can do? How do we break it into smaller things? And how do we have days where it's okay for one person to not feel it or see it? That's super important. So we can reset our workplace. We have to, because the CEOs are just going to put more and more directives on us if we don't, right? We can, but we have to set clearer expectations so that people aren't wasting time. We have to, get back to managing people's attention so that they know what's the most important thing. We have to make it psychologically safe. We have to get better at helping them learn and grow and struggle, and, right? All those sorts of things. And sure, we need consequences, but that's the last lever we should ever be using. We don't want to be holding people accountable, catching them failing. We want to be setting them up to succeed. Thank you so much. I'm here till lunch, so if you have questions for your own organization or dealing with your own manager, wait till they're out of the room and then come find me. Thank you so much, FICP.